Yeah, that's the Gallote EP that released in May of this year. And it's a project that I've been working on with Toy for the past, like, I'd say like 3 years since I met him. We had already in mind that the first thing that I was gonna release was gonna be something with Tribal, because that's kind of how we met. We met through a video that I did back when I was like 21, when I was barely starting out in LA. Se llama Suéltala. And I released a video for that track. Somehow it got into Toy's hands. He hit me up and we started talking about creating a full EP that sounded like that track, which is what Gallote EP is now. It was very weird to start off with when I met him, because I didn't know anything about him. I didn't know him. Like, I didn't know his name. And then once I met him, he actually hit me up through like Twitter, said, hey, let's link up. I think he heard that track. So he wanted to see what else I was doing. We met up. He told me a little bit about himself. Went back home. I Googled him. I was like, all right, let's see what this guy's doing. And then that's when I seen him involved in tons of stuff that I'm a fan of, like the Residente o Visitante album, which is one of my favorites. And I seen like he's a dude from Control Machete. I seen that he was doing the Tribal Monterrey. Like, he was just involved in a lot of things that I had interest in. So that was actually pretty exciting to come back. Decided that, yeah, let's start working. And then the first project that we decided to go with was this Gallote EP. And he was the one with the idea to basically maintain that. I had an EP that I released in 2012. It was very experimental. I didn't really know what I was doing, to be honest. But I dove into this genre that was tribal, because I wanted to do something that was algo mexicano, pero que a la misma vez tuviera mi esencia, Somehow I needed to put what I liked into this beat. And I was always looking for like, a different beat that would kind of set me apart, because I didn't want to do complete hip hop. I didn't want to do reggaeton, but I was a fan of both, and I had to find something somewhere in the middle that just kind of gave me that extra vibe. And when I heard Tribal, it gave me like a little bounce, kind of like a little cumbia bounce, and I thought that was like the coolest shit ever. So we dove into that EP, which is Gallote EP. Well, I've been involved with music all my life. I think ever since I can remember, I had like a little keyboard at home that I would play with. Like when I was like 5, I would come up with melodies. Like, I was just always very into music since I was little. So my dad was actually in a band. I joined his band. I was playing the drums in his band for a few years when I was like 7 through like 13. So I already had like the talent. I was more into soccer than I was into music. So I never really thought of music being the thing. And then just out of boredom, I started playing with Fruity Loops. It took me about 2 years before I actually went in and found samples and decided to actually start messing with it, which was in like 2006. 2007, something like that. And then after a couple beats that I was making, I decided that that's what I wanted to do. Like, I went all in. Man, everything. Yeah. everything. I had no idea how the music scene worked. I was never surrounded by anybody that really knew how the game went. And I had to learn everything just like, ¿cómo se dice? O sea, de la nada. O sea, I meet somebody, I saw that he knew something more than me, me les pegaba, and I just learned as much as I could, and then, all right, cool. And then I just kept moving, and eventually I run into Toy, who to me is like my mentor. He's like, el mejor maestro que he tenido, because from the point that I met him, you could tell that everything that I did just started to grow immensely. You know what I mean? I was surrounded by the right people, I was surrounded by the right sounds, by the right vibes. Everything that was surrounding me after that was like things that were inspiring me to just get better and better.
So what's next after Gallote?
I don't know. I have a lot of music. I mean, for the people that don't know me here in the studio, I do more than just Tribal. Tribal is something that I did because, like I said, I wanted something to set me apart. So I had that project come out, but I have a lot of things coming out that are more like, cumbia con trap, cumbia con dancehall. Like, I'm mixing cumbia with a lot of different things and just starting to like experiment with that. And then aside from that, I'm also songwriting for a lot of people. So I don't have like this like direct focus on what's coming next. I'm just letting things flow. If I'm writing songs and people are catching my, getting my songs, if I'm just making beats and people are getting some of my beats, and then my project as Maxx Gallo, El Gallote, that's something that just, 3 months will go by and all of a sudden I have like 5, 6 songs and I'm like, what am I gonna do with these? So then I'll probably like make another EP and release it. And I mean, right now I have enough content. Well, since I don't got a lot of experience performing as an artist, I was on stage all my life as a drummer, but I don't have as much experience as an artist. Every time I do jump on stage, I love it. You know what I mean? Because it's still not like played out. So right now, I bust ass in the studio to make sure that I can get on stage a lot more. So I'm a lot more excited right now of starting to jump on stage more, having a crowd and stuff like that, because that's something that I'm not used to and I want to become better at. I think the studio part of it, I own that shit. Like as soon as I jump in the studio, whether I'm recording, whether I'm making beats, it's just kind of like my natural habitat there already.
Yeah, and what do you think about how do you feel, or what was the experience of making the move to another country?
That's fucking nuts. Yeah, that's nuts. I think out of all the rest, I mean, when I moved to LA, that was kind of over music. You know what I mean? I was in Portland. I had a regular job. I was doing like 9 to 5. I was doing sales, and then I just didn't like it. So I found the first window of opportunity that came up, which was going to LA and working on this one project. So I went, and that was a big change, but it was all right. I was getting used to, that I moved around a lot, so I was getting used to moving around. And then moving to Monterey, I didn't think about it much. I was like, oh, I've moved before, I'll handle it this time. But then I came here and it's a whole new world. All of a sudden, o sea, I came here and I was like, yo soy mexicano, de que qué pedo, aquí me la va a pelar, voy a llegar y va a estar todo, everything's gonna be cool. And then I get here and it's like, oh shit, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing out here. So it's a whole different world. I felt like I didn't know shit. Like everything had to be taught to me all over again, the way it's done here. And the process of adapting to a whole new country has really helped me grow a lot, musically and just as a person. Cool. So it's been awesome. And aside from that, learning from my culture is a major plus.
Yeah. Where do you see yourself in 10 years from now?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do next week, and I don't know what I'm going to do in 10 years. Hopefully still doing music. Actually, I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'll still be doing music.
Cool.
I don't know if I'm a step ahead. I wouldn't like to put myself like in that position. You know what I mean? I think everybody has an opportunity. You really never know when you're going to catch a break. You know what I mean? There's some people that catch it early, some people that maybe it takes longer, but I don't like to put myself like I'm a step ahead of anybody. I think I'm just more advanced in my path towards what I'm looking for. So, I say first off, you got to dream big. Like before anything becomes a reality, you got to dream big because that's the thing that's going to motivate you. I personally, I had to dream with the stars all the time, and that was like my thing, like that woke me up, that motivated me to jump in the studio and do it. And then once you get to a point where, you go, all right, cool, now I feel like I'm at that level where I can not chill a little bit, but maybe put less pressure and actually just enjoy the moment. But the first thing you gotta do is you gotta dream big to be driven. And then after that, I wouldn't know how to word that. Yeah. Like, you're trying to look for something that inspires somebody or motivates someone. I think that's just in you already. Like, it's not something anybody can tell you. You got to know whether it's something that you want to do or not. You know what I mean? But first off, yeah, definitely dream big.
How can people get a hold of and listen to your music? How can they find you online?
I got the EP on Spotify. I got a couple videos that went out on YouTube. Just look up Maxx Gallo, MAXXXX, Gallo, GALLO. And it's the same thing for Instagram, @MAXX Gallo. Twitter también, no, MAXX Gallo 1 en Twitter. Y en YouTube, everything else is just Maxx Gallo. Facebook as well.
Thank you.
Cool.
Fuiste lo que soñé.